Don't overpay. Median sales price month over month in Murrieta was down 47,000 in July, and we're going to be diving into what's happening this month so far in August. The market is definitely shifting, and there has been lots of examples of buyers bidding against themselves and therefore overpaying. Don't overpay. I'll tell you how. Hi, Jessica here from the Genung team in Active Realty. The last market report that we did was a very important one that I wanted to deliver myself, but I had COVID, which was followed by a 2-day migraine, which was not COVID related. Actually, our whole family ended up getting COVID, but now we're back to normal and we're ready to get back at it. We're back in our routine with the Murrieta school year, which started today, which is Wednesday, August 10th. Some local news real quick is that Costco is officially open. I even heard that some crazy people camped out the night before the opening. Also, at the end of today's video, we are going to be spotlighting a local business called Famous Homemade Puddin'. In our videos, sometimes we like to tell you about local spots that we like. Overpaying. That is our first topic for today. Don't do it. I've been hearing lots of stories about buyers overpaying during this market shift quite a bit over these past few months. We have entered a very different market and we are seeing far fewer listings with multiple offers and far fewer listings that are getting bid up over the asking price. Some buyers, unfortunately, as the market shifted, were basically bidding against themselves and bidding over asking when they ended up being the only offer on the property. It is very important to work with a highly skilled agent that can help minimize the risk of this happening to you. It's the listing agent's job to represent the seller the best they can to get the best price for their client, while of course operating within the code of ethics. Before writing an offer on a home, a diligent buyer's agent is going to be reaching out to the listing agent on the other side to inquire about any competing offers and also to find out about the seller's situation. So how quickly does the seller want to move? Do they have their next home secured already, or will the sale of their current home be contingent upon them finding a replacement property? These kinds of details are very important when deciding how to structure our offer. I always ask the listing agent, do you have any offers in hand currently? A common response that I get a lot lately is, not at the moment, but an agent has told me one is coming, or a couple of agents have told me that they're probably going to be submitting, or we've had a lot of interest, or we've had 25 people through the open house this weekend and we are expecting multiple offers. In this market, if you want to avoid overpaying, my advice is to ignore all of the other information and hedging and just focus on the fact that they have no other offers in hand currently. So how much should you offer if there are no other offers in hand? When my clients are interested in making an offer on a home, the first thing that I do is send them what's called a comparative market analysis report. I will then advise my clients on my opinion of what the market value of the home is based on other similar homes that have sold in the neighborhood. If the asking price of the property is in line with the comparable sales in my report, and if it seems fair and you love the property and you want to take it off the market ASAP, my advice is to go ahead and offer the asking price and lock the property up. If you like the property, but you won't be too disappointed if you miss out on it, then you can go ahead with an offer under the asking price and we can work on negotiating that price down. I have a client that just closed on a beautiful home in Murrieta this week. It was listed a little bit over $768,000. It's a beautiful home in a popular neighborhood with a huge backyard. It was like a over 12,000 square foot lot. My clients wanted to offer $725,000 and the seller accepted it. No counter offer. It was a great deal and we had very motivated sellers on that side. So these deals, they're out there. It all depends on how much you want this particular property. It typically takes time to go back and forth with the seller and negotiate the offer price down. And the more time that we're spending negotiating and going back and forth, the greater the risk that another buyer might come in with a better offer and swoop up the property. Let's get back to some hard numbers. The Murrieta numbers Chris presented last week, they were a little bit scary if it's not an anomaly. And there's some important information in these numbers that I want to emphasize. So let's recap real quick. Because we're seeing a dramatic shift, I ran the August numbers to date, which we normally don't do like a mid-month market report, but we wanted to be out in front of what's going on. So today's August 10th, so we're about a third of the way through the month, and the median sales price has bounced back up to $690,000 in Murrieta. So that is an increase of $32,000. So again, I mentioned that we decreased in July 47,000. So if we keep on pace in August. So I'm kind of prorating, we're only 10 days in, so I'm kind of prorating the rest of the month. If the rest of the month goes like these first 10 days are going, we're going to be increasing 32,000. So we won't know till the numbers are officially in the books, but this is where it appears that it's heading right now. So we didn't get all the way back to what we had lost, the 47,000, but we're kind of bouncing around here. So closed sales also looks like that it's going to be increasing, and I have it at increasing at 32 additional homes month over month. So from July, if it looks like that the number of sales are up, so we should increase 32 additional sales if things keep going like they're going. Okay, let's look at Temecula here. So in Temecula, in July, the median sales price was $755,000, and it actually looks like that price is headed down. So I've got, my prorated amount for August. It looks like that it's going to be at $727,500. So that is a decrease of $27,500. So we increased a little bit month over month, if you recall from the last market report. So June versus July, we were up 15,000 in Temecula, but now it looks like August versus July, if it keeps going like it's going, we are going to be decreasing at 27,000. So bouncing around again. Closed sales, although I will say in August, it looks like those are going to be increasing. So it's interesting that the price is decreasing because I have us increasing at about 29 sales month over month. All right. Lastly, we are going to take a look at Menifee, and Menifee's median sales price in July was $585,000, and I have this one decreasing to 500, so that's going to go to 565,000. If we stay on track, again, we're only 10 days into this month, so we won't know till the actual numbers post. But as it looks right now, Menifee's numbers, it looks like that is going to be headed down about 20,000. So as far as the median sales price goes. And month over month, just to remind you, so June versus July, we increased 5,000 month over month. So I think this is what we're going to be seeing for the time being. Some months are going to be up, some months are going to be down. I always say that 1 month does not make a trend, so we need to have several months to really kind of have a good idea of where the market is headed. So as far as closed sales in Menifee, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So number of closed sales, it looks like it's going to be decreasing by 20. So we're going to have fewer closed sales in Menifee if things keep going as they're going. I'm not going to be rehashing over like the days on market, which is staying pretty steady. Most Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee are right around 15 days, so there's not really any news there. That's still a very quick amount of time historically to sell a home, so no news there. It's not the 3 or 4 or 7 days that it was before, but that was atypical. Also, all 3 cities are hovering at around 2 months of inventory, so there's not really any news there. So the market is softening for sellers. I would still call it a seller's market, but it's really, with our clients, it's really starting to feel like a buyer's market. We are just having a lot easier time getting offers accepted. So why is the pricing bouncing all over the place? In my opinion, it's because the interest rates are bouncing all over the place. As of today, I'm seeing quotes in around the high 4s with good credit around 4.875 from one of my lenders. We were previously headed towards the high 5s, so the lower rates are definitely welcome for buyers. Typically, we do our market reports once a month. Market reports, they're kind of a funny thing because we worry that a lot of people think that they're boring. Chris and I were both finance majors, so we happen to like the stats, but we don't want to bore those of you that don't by making too many market report videos. So if you are interested in more frequent market reports because we have such a shifting market, let us know down below in the description. Or if you'd rather see more area information, the stats are boring, let us know about that as well. Local spotlight. If you want to try a new delicious dessert spot, then this segment is for you. Famous Puddin' is a pudding shop that is located in Murrieta, and it is an awesome father-son owned business with a really great story. My dad was actually the first one who told me about it, and Chris and I, we happened to meet the owner when we were out for lunch in Murrieta, who invited us over to the shop, and we are excited to share it with you. Let's check it out.